Hi, everybody. I'm Daria. I'm an analytical consultant from Google. I work with gaming clients, and my job is to collect some insight, both from internal sources, from external sources, and help our clients to make data-driven decisions. Today I will speak about hyper-casual market from some macro view, from bird view. I will not go deep, such as Sergey already done, but also cover some really high-level trends within gaming on the whole and also within hyper-casual market. First of all, I would like to talk about you. I think nowadays you feel maybe some pressure and maybe some struggle to understand what is going on, because it is definitely times of uncertainty. Where it comes from? There are different trends that are coming from both internet, from gaming, from other spheres. For example, we all can see that the previous year in 2022, gaming had first time ever declined within its revenue. But at the same time, we can see that, for example, Data AI says that ad spend within games and overall is growing. So looks like everything is fine. At the same time, we have news that all even mature and old players within gaming must go to mobile market, as it's very vital, and you just can't live without it. At the same time, we have news that video games are destroying Hollywood. You can't really you can't really have the same audience within just your films. You need to go to games, you need to entertain your audience and something like this. And even economic situation is not that certain, to be honest, because we have two different articles from the same paper from the same day, basically saying very things on the contrary. From one point of view, it will be harder to to go through this inflation. At the same time, investors expect that we will avoid recession. So what is going basically on? And as Google's mission is to organize world's information and basically to help people to understand all the information within the world. So I suggest you to look at some scheme that I've collected from Michael Porter's and his 5 powers on the market, and suggest you to look at all these 4 pillars and just go through them to understand what are they, what trends they have, and how you can work with it. So starting with competitors. Why competition is vital? Because it's growing. It's growing within gaming, and it's growing within hyper-casual. First of all, big publishers prioritize mobile. We definitely can see it. We definitely can see that different publishers, different big publishers, acquiring mobile studios, and they just, even they didn't have business in mobile, they come in there. At the same time, we have really huge businesses of Apple Arcade, of Netflix games, of different OTT services, entertainment services coming to gaming. For example, we even have really strong partnership of Disney with different studios to build their titles based on their characters. So the competition is really huge and based in most times in very strong IPs. What is substitutes? Substitutes are basically all the things that you can think of to entertain yourself. And why it is important? Because nowadays, time spent in internet is not growing. It's not growing almost for a year. And all new online things that are coming from different new services or different new things coming up, they basically cannibalize others more older or more ordinary for you things. So they're not cannibalizing offline games, offline things, but basically online. And the biggest thing that cannibalizes everything at the moment is basically short videos. The time spent on short videos growing very huge. It grows even faster than all social networks and some gaming titles, some gaming genres as well together. So this is really big thing now. And one more thing worth noticing here is that at the same time, the attention span of users within internet becomes shorter. So basically, everything that would like to have our attention needs to give more things and take more things to attract our attention for a longer period. So it's not that simple now to have our attention for a very long period of time. What else? We have also users. Users are everybody who basically download hyper-casual title. And what we can see from hyper-casual genre itself, as Sergey already mentioned, and as we can see from AppMagic data, we have download decline this year within Tier 1 East and West countries. So basically it's declining this year, and the growth happens also mostly due to emerging markets. At the same time, mid-core titles that already you could saw within Sergey's presentation are growing. They still have really high interest. And as for example, Game Refinery, and we also can see basically it within Android titles, the variety of titles that are within top grossing within the last year, more than almost 80% of these titles in top grossing are mid-core titles. So audience is there, and it is still there. And last but not least pillar here are suppliers. Suppliers are everybody who can give you audience. So basically it's Google, it's Apple, all networks that you can think of. And the main struggle here is IDFA deprecation that happened on iOS, that is going to happen within Android. And also we have better ads standards that are also already now in Android that can cause some troubles with user acquisition if you don't use these guidelines and interact somehow the experience of audience within your app. So if you give them ads within their playing, so it might can be the violation of these rules, and it also can cause some troubles. What you can do with all of this? We can't really provide you with some steps, so don't make A, B, C, and you will have lots of money and everything will be right. But we somehow can provide some insights on what can be done, what you can look at, and how to survive within these different loads of information. And we can go through all these pillars as well. And by just thinking of the previous trends that we already mentioned, can also create some different solutions. First of all, competition. It's growing. What we can do? If you analyze all the information within industry and from different industry experts, you can basically have 3 different pillars to partner with different services like Apple Arcade or Netflix games or anybody you can think of, and provide them their title or just create some new title to spread it within their subscription. The second point here is to join some powerful gaming publisher. Maybe you can think of one from our presentations today. And also you can enter other gaming segments such as browser games, for example, and come there, try to acquire new users. But worth mentioning also that all 3 solutions require really strong brand for both your company and also for your titles, because it makes you look more attractive for both partners and for audience. So this is also the thing that you really need to invest starting from now. As for the second pillar, for the substitutes, the first thing is that you might remember that our attention is dragged by these short video services. You can basically use it within your titles and use this viral trends from shorts, from reels, from everything you can think of, from TikTok. But of course, you need to do it wisely. So not all trends are useful. Not all trends can suit your gameplay. So choose wisely and grab the attention from TikTok users or from Shorts users. And second thing here is the solutions to increase your attention span. So basically, to make attention that that your audience have with your title longer. What you can do with this? You can bring some social activities to your title, to use some collection mechanics, for example, just encouraging users to collect different subjects within your game, to bring social events, to bring playoffs, and also to cause this high stickiness to your title and make everybody to stay longer within your game. As for the users, remember that we spoke about tier 1 east and west decline. You can think of other geos at the moment, and basically the biggest opportunity here is in Asian emerging markets and LATAM. So basically countries of next billion users, for example, are really, really good opportunity now, because from one point of view, they are huge in amount. It's more than the half of global internet users, and they really like to spend their time within games. They like playing games, almost all of them. And at the same time, their mobile traffic from these countries is growing. And also, not only mobile traffic, but also you can see in LATAM, we definitely can see the growth of downloads in gaming as well. And as for growing retention, so when you attract these new users from other geos, you can attract to your titles this new audience, and you can also increase its retention by acquiring new mechanics, new meta layers within your games. So you can use, for example, your casual or hyper casual core, add there some mid-core meta layers, and also grab their in-app purchases. And by this hybrid casual, hybrid monetization within your title, there are already evidence that these pillars with 3 pillars together, you can definitely increase average play time and average installs per title. Also, as well, there are some evidences of this from the industry. And last but not least, suppliers. Yeah. To succeed within suppliers, the first thing here is to start working with privacy issues, to prepare for Android, to start work with iOS, and also to work with better ads policy, because it's really, its aim is to improve users' experience. So it's better to have better user experience within your title as well. And that's it from my side. Just to sum up, these pillars that we've spoken about can help you basically to grow your business as together with the gaming industry and become more mature, because it's definitely becoming more mature on the whole. And just having these opportunities for growth from partnership and branding perspective, from visual trends, from shorts videos, and some engaging social activities within your titles, also new geos and hybrid monetization, hybrid casual cores. And last but also not least, very important, this privacy better changes can help you unlock these opportunities and fight this uncertainty and fight these issues within a hyper casual market. That's it. Thanks.